and thanks for watching my video. My name is Moose, and today I'm going to be scrapping a computer. This is going to be one of your three choices that you had in the first video. This one is my favorite, which is scrapping a computer to sell the parts on eBay. This is by far the method of scrapping a computer that you're going to make the most money. You're going to have the fewest amount of haters out there. And the difficulty level on this is going to be around medium. You just have to get comfortable with selling on eBay. And if you want to see some tutorials, I'm going to put some links down here in the description to my other channel, the DIY Daddy channel, where I have 3 videos that show you basically how to get rolling selling on eBay. It's not that difficult. It seems intimidating at first, but once you start doing it, it's really not that bad. Alright, so we're going to take this computer apart. You want to do it very carefully. The first thing you want to do first, is test it. A lot of these computers, they still work. They just are slow or outdated, whatever reason that people just chuck computers these days. So it's good to have a monitor in your garage or wherever your bench is to just hook it up and test it, turn it on, make sure everything runs, and that's it. Now, the very first thing I'm going to tell you though is that when you're taking one of these apart to sell on eBay, the hard drive should always be destroyed. Alright? It's not worth risking your reputation. It's not worth someone having their identity stolen because some software program that was attempted to use to clean it didn't fully work. I've had reports and read articles stating that there really is no software program out there that can 100% remove all personal information. The only way to get rid of it is to completely destroy the hard drive. So I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments on that. Well, yeah, you can use this program. Well, all I'm saying is I'm not a computer tech. All I can go by is what I've read, and better to err on the safe side. Alright, so this one should be fairly easy to take apart. It's got these 2 little buttons on the top and side. So now, not all these computers are going to be the same, but they're all going to be pretty similar. So you have, first of all, the case. I mean, literally every single piece of this can be sold. Alright, so you have the case, which if it's not too damaged, will sell. This, it's got some scratches on it, but you can always still try it. When the chassis is all stripped of everything, by itself, you can usually get about $20 for them. People like to build their own computers and stuff like that, so just the chassis itself is sellable. Alright. Now, this is one of these lovely kind of computers that has all these little latches and levers. So you want to gently pull these. Most of these IDE cables, they have a little plastic flap on them. Pull on that, not the actual connector. Pull straight out so you don't bend any of the pins. Alright, so we've just removed the DVD-ROM. Now, everything you need to know about it is right up here. So when you go onto eBay, which I'll show you at the end of the video, you can just enter in HP and the model number, and you can find out how much it's worth and sell it accordingly. We've got the hard drive in here, and this one is a SATA, or SATA hard drive. You can tell by the wire that's connected to it. This type of wire is an SATA. It's a newer wire, and you can probably, I don't know if you get more or less for them, but you need to specify that when you sell any of the drives. As you see, this one, the DVD-ROM that I pulled out of it, this was an IDE because you have the long strip of pins. If it were SATA, you'd have just that and that. Now, every single one of these wires can be sold together or in bulk. Personally, I have better luck selling them all in bulk. Like if I have 10 of these, I'll put them together and sell them. It makes it a little bit more worthwhile, for me anyway. Now again, with these connectors, you're going to see that right on the top, you can see right here, there's a little, right there, a little button. All you got to do is just pinch it down and then pull out. It should come out fairly easy. Alright, so there's the power supply. Right there. Now these guys, power supplies, you can get anywhere from 10 to 50 bucks for them, depending on the brand and stuff. Alright, now here's the hard drive. This is a 40 gigabyte hard drive, so it's not a very big hard drive. But this is the only part that I don't ever recommend you selling. This is something that you can very easily scrap. It's still worth a good bit of money. I mean, just this board back here, you can get about 10 bucks a pound for it. The rest of this is almost solid aluminum. There's a couple of neodymium magnets in there. There's a little reader arm that has some gold-bearing material on it. They can bundle up and sell as well as the platters, but those sell better as like an arts and crafts kind of piece instead of a precious metal recovery. I'm likely going to keep with the chassis to sell as is. I'm going to leave that front cooling fan in there, or you can take that off and sell it separately. I haven't had personally very much luck selling cooling fans though. Let's see, the only thing holding in the motherboard is this little kind of clamp, I guess. It's a little screw that you're just going to put back in. And this thing, what you want to do the motherboard, if you want to gently touch the front of that cooling fan, just gently push up. And it should come out very carefully. We'll want to make sure that you don't damage any of that motherboard. Okay. We have this bracket in the back that actually belongs to the chassis. So what I'm going to need to do is remove those screws holding the heatsink onto the CPU and then carefully remove that chassis. Alright, so now we've got this heatsink with the cooling fan on, which can be sold as well separately. It has its own part number on it, which will make it easier to locate a value for it and sell it. And this piece has been removed, so I'm going to just screw it back in with the peg that it came with. Cover for the cooling fan back on. Now we still have the chassis for the drives. We still have some of the wiring in here for the speaker, for these ports up front. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the cover back on. And you'll notice that we've got regular chassis all set and ready to go. Now you're going to want to wipe it off, of course, and clean it up. The Windows keys won't be valid for any new software they put on. But yeah, you have right there, that's probably a good solid 20 bucks right there. Alright, so now you have this motherboard that you can sell. There's going to be markings on the motherboard depending on what brand you have, what make, and stuff like that. So you'll be able to research that up and find out what you have and how much it's worth. So what I'm going to do now is, with my cell phone, I'm going to take pictures of everything that I have to sell. It's going to help me to reference when I'm looking them up in eBay to see what these items have sold for in the past and how much I can get for them. And this is all assuming that I've tested the computer and I know the computer works. If I haven't tested it, or if it doesn't work, don't do it. You're going to end up getting complaints from people. Show my RAM sticks. Now, if you're going to be selling stuff like this on eBay, you're going to want to invest in static bags for mailing. They're fairly cheap. You can get a pack of 100 of them for like $5. So it's definitely worth spending the money on them. Helps with another level of protection for what you sell. Alright, so here's the power supply. Alright, so that's how you take a computer apart carefully and document the parts for selling on eBay. It's fairly simple, and I'm going to put some links here to my DIY Daddy channels. I have 3 videos in there on how to sell on eBay that'll help you not only find the item on there and see exactly how much it's going for, but it'll also show you how to post it and everything. So make sure you check that out. The link's going to be down here. Subscribe to that channel. I come out with some different videos for that channel. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comment, like, subscribe, and please, a few more things. I'm almost at 25,000 subs. I'm like about 1,000 subscribers away. All right, I've got $1,000 worth of tools, and so far I've only had less than 200 entries. All right, so if you want a chance to win $1,000 in tools, we're talking tool sets, wire strippers, and all kinds of other great gear from TNT Tooling, RBF products, iScrap Bat folks. All you got to do is send me a message with your name, address, and how you got into scrapping, and then post a price on the iScrap app. It's that easy. It's all free. So make sure you do that. Also, if you can't wait and you need a wire stripper right now and you go to TNT Tooling, use the code MOOSE2015. And not only are you going to get 10% off of your entire order, but you're also going to get entered into a drawing at the end of the year to win a WSM wire stripper, which is a really nice wire stripper. Right? You can go to tnttooling.com and check out the WSM as well as the WSA, WSX, all the other wire strippers that they have. And that's it. I think I got it all. I'm not quite sure. There's going to be big changes coming within the next 6 months. Not all by my choice, but changes nonetheless. So just when we're starting to get comfortable with this garage and this place, our lease is up, and well, my lease is up. So see you later.